what you did when you were growing up, just for fun? I mean, what? What do you have to lose? Injury? Nobody, from what I remember, nobody's ever been injured in the dunk contest. Never. They've been doing the dunk contest forever. I can't ever remember somebody getting hurt doing the dunk contest. So it makes no sense at all for the superstars not to come out there and do it. I just don't get it at all. That's not an excuse. From Big L X Squad, put starters in the dunk contest. No damn backups who don't play every much, or very much, I guess he means. Yeah. No disrespect to Glenn Robinson III. No disrespect to Aaron Gordon. Ain't nobody got time for that. Even Zach LaVine, when he was doing it for the last couple of years, he wasn't in it this year, man. I mean, Zach LaVine is good, but, I mean, there's a lot of people that can dunk. We like to see the stars. We like to see the big names come out there and dunk. This is bragging rights. This is all about pride. And it's just lost a lot, man. From KC, slam dunk contest brings in big money. Nobody paying hundreds of dollars to see street ballers dunk. But ain't nobody paying money. There's nobody paying money to see Glenn Robinson III dunk. There's nobody paying money to see that. People aren't paying money to see that. They're paying money right now, I guess, the people in attendance at the dunk contest, in actual attendance, is just for the festivities. And I'm sure there's probably some type of package deal where you buy a ticket to one event and you get tickets to all. I'm sure there's something to that degree. But right now it's just bad. From Chuchi in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Dunk in a suit and dress shoes. Bruh, come on, man. Ain't nobody going out there and risking their damn neck. Now you really talk about getting somebody hurt. Dress shoes. No, bro, that's not going to work. From Polo Negro. What up, Polo Negro? Long time, bro. Polo Negro says, I have a problem with the All-Stars doing all the dunks in the game, but are afraid to enter the dunk contest. Exactly what I was just saying. It doesn't make sense. Like the reasoning, the rationale for, and I don't even know if I've ever heard anybody go on record on why they aren't doing it. Like, I don't think I can remember where a reporter, and I'm sure it has to have happened, but I don't remember, the response. I'm wondering if reporters have asked, like the LeBron Jameses of the world and the Paul Georges of the world, guys that are high flyers in the game, why aren't you getting in the All-Star game? And I'm sure if they have given an answer or asked that question and given an answer, that is something political, like I just want to focus on, the relaxation. I just want to relax this, that, and the other. But you dunked in the damn game 11 times. So it makes no sense at all. From Grego, cheer dad of a champ, he says, not too much more they can do with a dunk. I mean, it's not. It's not. And I understand them bringing in all of the props in which they've been doing over the last couple of years because there's not too much more. I'm trying to think. There's not too much more that you can do with a dunk. From Big L X Squad, D. Brown had those pump-up shoes that everyone went out and bought after he won the dunk contest. Right. You remember D. Brown also did the, look-away dunk, I think he called it, where he covered up his eyes and dunked the basketball. I don't believe that for 1 minute. That was some bullshit. From Clay, Doug Hancock Davis, he says the last slam dunk contest LeBron participated in was the McDonald's All-American game, and he should have lost that contest to Shannon Brown. What? So wait a minute. LeBron's never been in the slam dunk contest? And I can't remember. Wow. From LD, working today from the D, he says those dunks in the game are nothing but alley-oops. From Chuchi, they don't want to embarrass themselves by missing the dunk or be criticized for doing a plain two-handed dunk. I don't get it. Speaking of embarrassing yourself, one of the most embarrassing things from the entire weekend, where they did this tribute to Kurt Sager, who passed away a couple of months ago now, and they had these players come out on the floor in their street clothes and shoot half-court shots, and every shot that went in, TNT was going to donate, I think it was $30,000 per shot made. And Reggie Miller came out there, invited all of these cats. And so basically TNT had it in their mind that they were going to give I think $500,000 to the Craig Sager Foundation, I believe it was, or towards cancer. And they had already had in their mind they was going to give $500,000. So they invited all of these guys out there, these former players, these present-day players that were in their street clothes to shoot these half-court shots. And after they were done in the allotted time, there was only about $150,000. So then they were like, I tell you what, let's have Steph Curry come out here and shoot shots from the half-court line. And if Steph Curry makes a half-court shot within the first 3 shots, we'll give $500,000 to cancer research. Steph Curry went out there and missed 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, so Steph Curry routinely hits half-court shots. Not just in the game, but like they'll show him, and it's legendary that he hits half-court shots like it's nothing in practice or just playing around pregame or whatever. This man, for the life of him, could not hit a damn half-court shot. Literally, he tried to make it over 10 times. I was being facetious about 13, 14, 15 times. He shot it at least 10 times and didn't make one. I felt embarrassed for him. I felt embarrassed for him. That was bad. He was coming out there trying to do good. He was trying to be the savior for this contest or whatever, man, and he couldn't make it. I mean, the pressure was just too much on the young man. But TNT, ball award to them, man. They still decided, even after that debacle, that they were going to give $500,000 for cancer research in the honor of Craig Sager, man. Good stuff. Ball award to them. Right. From J Fish, Microwave X Squad. Damn, Doug, how many shots would it take you? It may take me 30, but I'm not a professional basketball player called the best shooter in basketball history. It may take me 30 times. Right. It may take me 30 times, but it's not supposed to take Steph Curry. You remember last year? Was it last year or the year before? I can't even remember exactly what the argument is. I know one of the Stewies can tell me. We had a big debate about Steph Curry, and was it hitting half-court shots, or somebody had said, I think maybe they did one of those sports kind of technology things that they do on ESPN, and about Steph's shooting percentage from half court, or maybe he shot like so many three-pointers. I think that's what it was. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Somebody can remind me in the chat room. So there was this sports science thing that they did on ESPN, or somebody had saw Steph in practice shoot like, I think it was 80 three-pointers in a row, or something like that. And we argued on this show, and I was like, no way in hell. I don't care what his percentage is, this, that, and the other. There's no way that this cat shot this many three-pointers, and I'm sure we could actually find the story. And I just argued that there was no way that he did what they were boasting that he did in practice as far as three-point shooting. And I think this kind of lends to my argument a little bit. When put on the spot, when people are watching, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. And, damn, I can't remember exactly what it was, and I'll try to find it during the break. Me and Waterhead will try to find it during the break. But, yeah, I mean, he shot at least 10, 11, 12, 13 times, no lie, and could not make that half-court shot. From T-Dub in the chat room, Spreaker.com, says that's what happened when you're being fake. Just donate the damn money. I mean, I tend to agree. I mean, it was just a whole charade. Once again, the Tyler Today Show, shams. It was a sham. Right, it was a sham. The whole thing was a sham. They already knew that they were going to give $500,000 to cancer research in honor of Craig Sager, and they just did this whole facade thing. It was a sham. And ultimately, they still gave them $500,000. And all that came out of the whole damn thing is that Steph Curry got embarrassed to the highest of embarrassment. From Cedric Galloway, there's a difference between me watching the shoot from half court and somebody forcing me to do something you don't want to do. I wonder if he was, because right before he got off the bench to do it, it looked like that he was taking off his jewelry or whatnot. So I think they gave him a heads up. I don't know when they gave him the heads up that he was going to, or they wanted him to be a part of this thing. Maybe it was, 5 minutes before. Maybe it was before the game. Maybe it was last month. I don't know. I haven't read anything to discuss that. But, I mean, he popped up off the bench, and I think in his mind he was like, I may not do it the first time, but I'll definitely do it in 3 times. I do this all the time in practice, and such was not the case. From that ninja, thank you, T-Dub. I thought I was the only one looking at the common sense part of it. Right. Well, talking about T-Dub mentioned how, the whole thing was fake. Why didn't they just give the money to charity? Well, the reason why is because they tried to get, some type of ratings from it, I guess. They tried to make the All-Star game exciting. I don't really have a problem with the whole thought of bringing those guys out in street clothes and doing it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Just say that, though. Just say that anything over what they were already planning to give for cancer research, maybe you add a couple thousand onto it. Or maybe you started out at $400,000 knowing good and well that these guys are going to make enough shots so they get $500,000. They started off from zero, and I think they said every shot from half court would be like $30,000, and nobody could do it. Candace Parker was out there with no shoes on, and it was just a mess. It was just a mess. From Gary G. Money Joyner, RCR, Steph Curry has the face that the NBA wants besides a white face, which they just can't get right now. From Donovan Freeman, Andre, my brother just started helping out with the Westlake 9th grade baseball team. They're talking about high school baseball. From Clay Doug Hancock Davis, I swear you Negroes are so predictable. Start whining that football season. The All-Star game is a sham, and how everything except football is not rigged. I'm not exactly sure what he's alluding to, but okay. When we get back from the break, man, some other big news that happened this weekend in the world of the NBA. I mean, at the very end of the weekend, Boogie Cousins is on the move, and the Sacramento Kings got snookered. They always going to be the Sacramento Queens, always getting snookered. Cats traded Boogie Cousins for fish heads and rice. We'll talk about it up next. Read more of your chat. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming up next. Don't go away.
My aura's too hot.
It's the nail in the coffin. You'll hear my voice and often. Still trying to see world like dolphins. Watch my smoke, got them coughing. Yes, fam, like damn colors in the X-Men. Not Charles Xavier. We talking Pee-wee Sean behavior. Bring it to you like a neighbor. I got love for the haters. They got me on my white shark. Nothing.
Yes, it was a young suitor from out of the bunch. She's gonna eat him for lunch. You know she's got an eye. Didn't mean to excuse her from having a fun. But he just noticed the one chick that's looking fly. Silence rolled by, voices in my head. It's starting to look like a typical case of some lane lines. He leaned in slightly, she's declining. Turned off by the bullshit that he did, and now he's wasting on her.